What if I told you there's a country made up of over 17,000 islands, where fiery volcanoes shape the land, dragons roam in the wild, and temples older than history itself still whisper their secrets? This is Indonesia, a land of endless surprises. From the magical rice terraces of Bali and the ancient wonders of Borobudur to the breathtaking coral gardens of Raja Ampat, every corner of this country tells a story you'll never forget. And trust me, the deeper we go, the more incredible it becomes. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay with us until the end, because Indonesia is about to show you a world beyond imagination. Indonesia is not just one country, it feels like many worlds in one. Stretching across two oceans, it is the world's largest archipelago, with more than 17,000 islands, each carrying its own unique landscapes, traditions, and stories. Though only around 6,000 are inhabited, its dramatic scenery is shaped by powerful forces of nature, as Indonesia lies on the Ring of Fire, with over 130 active volcanoes, including Mount Bromo, Mount Merapi, and the mighty Krakatoa. Wildlife here feels almost mythical, from the rare orangutans swinging in Sumatra's rainforests to the famous Komodo dragon, the world's largest lizard that roams freely on just a few islands, giving visitors a glimpse of the prehistoric past. With over 270 million people, it is the fourth most populous nation on Earth and home to the largest Muslim population in the world. Yet it is also a land of incredible diversity, with hundreds of ethnic groups, over 700 languages, and vibrant cultural traditions that coexist side by side. Its ancient wonders stand as silent storytellers of history. Borobudur, the world's largest Buddhist temple, rises like a sacred mountain of stone, while Prambanan, a majestic Hindu temple complex, showcases extraordinary architecture and devotion. Beneath the waves, Indonesia holds another treasure, Raja Ampat, a marine paradise where over 75% of the world's known coral species thrive, making it the crown jewel for divers and ocean lovers. And beyond its natural beauty, Indonesia has made its mark with world-famous coffee, from the bold flavors of Sumatran beans to the rare and luxurious kopi luwak, known as one of the most expensive coffees in the world. Together, these wonders make Indonesia not just a country to visit, but a country to be endlessly amazed by. Jakarta, Indonesia's bustling capital, is often the first glimpse travelers get of this vast island nation. By day, the city feels alive with a rhythm of its own. Streets lined with towering skyscrapers mixed with colonial-era buildings, showing a timeline of history right in front of your eyes. The beating heart of the city is Merdeka Square, where the soaring national monument, Monas, rises proudly. Climbing to its observation deck, you see a sweeping view of Jakarta, stretching endlessly, a reminder of just how massive and diverse this metropolis is. Just a short walk away, history unfolds at the Istiqlal Mosque, the largest mosque in Southeast Asia, with its striking domes and vast courtyards. Directly across stands the beautiful Jakarta Cathedral, its neo-Gothic spires piercing the sky. Together, they symbolize the harmony of faiths in a city where cultures and traditions blend seamlessly. During the day, the courtyards around these landmarks bustle with people, offering a sense of the capital's daily life and energy. For a step back in time, head to Kota Tua, the old town of Jakarta. Here, cobblestone streets and Dutch-era buildings transport you to centuries past. The Fatahillah Square becomes a stage where history meets the present. Children ride bicycles with colorful decorations, while the grand colonial architecture reminds you of Jakarta's role as a major trading hub. Exploring this area in the bright daylight, you feel as though every corner carries a story waiting to be discovered. Belitung Island feels like a hidden treasure waiting to be uncovered. By day, the sun lights up its white sandy beaches, and the sea turns into shades of turquoise and emerald. The most striking feature here are the giant granite boulders scattered across the shoreline, creating natural sculptures that look almost otherworldly. Walking along Tanjung Tinggi Beach, you feel as though you've stepped into a postcard, where the land and sea come together in perfect harmony. Out at sea, the adventure continues. A short boat trip takes you to the many tiny islets around Belitung, each with its own charm. Some are ringed with pure white sand, while others are dotted with more of those dramatic granite rocks. The highlight is the Lengkuas Island Lighthouse, a tall iron structure built in the 19th century. Climbing its spiral staircase during the day rewards you with a breathtaking panoramic view of the surrounding ocean, with fishing boats gliding peacefully below. Inland, Belitung reveals another side of its beauty. The Kowloon Lake, formed from old mining pits, shimmers with dazzling blue water, surrounded by stark white cliffs, creating a surreal landscape that feels almost like stepping onto another planet. By daylight, the lake glows brightly under the sun, contrasting sharply with the green countryside around it. Exploring Belitung in the daytime gives you the sense of uncovering a paradise that's still raw, pure, and wonderfully untouched. Yogyakarta, often called the cultural soul of Java, is a city where tradition and creativity walk side by side. By day, the Grand Kraton, the Sultan's palace, becomes the perfect starting point. Its courtyards, pavilions, and elegant halls are filled with Javanese heritage, from intricate batik patterns to the sounds of gamelan instruments. Walking here under the morning sun feels like stepping into a living museum, where every detail reflects centuries of royal tradition. Just outside the city, the landscape shifts to one of Indonesia's most iconic wonders, the Borobudur Temple. Rising from the misty plains, this massive 9th century Buddhist monument is built like a giant stone mandala. In daylight, the sunlight catches on the carved reliefs, telling stories of Buddha's teachings that stretch across its walls. Climbing to the top, you're greeted with rows of bell-shaped stupas, each hiding a serene statue inside, and a panoramic view of volcanoes and green fields beyond. A short journey east of Yogyakarta reveals another masterpiece, the Prambanan Temple, the largest Hindu temple complex in Indonesia. By day, the black stone spires soar high against the blue sky, their walls carved with tales from the Ramayana. Exploring the temple grounds, you can almost imagine the ancient kingdoms that once thrived here. Between the Kraton, Borobudur, and Prambanan, Yogyakarta offers not just sights to see, but stories to feel. Stories that connect the past with the present in a way few cities can. Mount Bromo is not just a mountain, it's a living force of nature that shapes the landscape around it. By day, the sea of sand, a vast plain of volcanic ash, stretches endlessly at its base, making the approach feel almost like walking across another planet. The closer you get, the more dramatic the scenery becomes. Dark ash underfoot, towering cliffs in the distance, and the ever-present outline of Bromo's smoking crater on the horizon. Climbing to the crater during the morning is an unforgettable experience. A series of steps leads you up the rim, where the air becomes thick with the smell of sulfur. Looking down into the steaming heart of the volcano, you feel both awe and humility, standing at the edge of one of Earth's most powerful natural creations. Around you, the barren yet beautiful landscape glows under the daylight, reminding you why Bromo is one of Indonesia's most iconic wonders. What makes the area even more magical is the panorama of surrounding peaks. From the crater, you can see the majestic Mount Semeru, the highest volcano in Java, often sending wisps of smoke into the clear blue sky. The green slopes of nearby mountains contrast sharply with the gray volcanic desert below, creating a scene so surreal it feels like a painting. Exploring Mount Bromo during the day is like stepping into nature's grand theater, where every view is dramatic, raw, and unforgettable. Bali is often called the Island of the Gods, and by day it feels like a living painting. The lush rice terraces of Tegalalang unfold in brilliant green layers, curving along the hillsides like waves frozen in time. Farmers move gracefully through the fields under the sun, a scene that hasn't changed for centuries. Standing there, surrounded by palm trees and the gentle sound of water flowing through the terraces, you feel Bali's deep connection between nature and tradition. Not far away, Bali's temples rise with a quiet majesty. The most iconic of them is Tanah Lot, a sea temple perched dramatically on a rock formation surrounded by crashing waves. Visiting during the day lets you see the temple's intricate details up close and watch as the tide transforms the landscape around it. Equally breathtaking is Besaki Temple, known as the Mother Temple, resting high on the slopes of Mount Agung. In the daylight, its towering gates and layered shrines stand against a backdrop of cloud-kissed peaks, a sight both spiritual and striking. Bali's natural beauty doesn't end with temples and rice fields. It stretches to its volcanic heart. The journey to Mount Batur reveals another side of the island, with black lava fields and rugged terrain leading up to the shimmering Lake Batur. In the bright daylight, the contrast between the volcanic landscape and the calm, reflective water is mesmerizing. Exploring Bali by day shows why it is more than just a destination. It's a place where every corner feels alive with beauty, history, and a touch of the divine. The Gili Islands, just off the coast of Lombok, feel like three jewels scattered across the sea. By day, their turquoise waters sparkle under the sun, inviting you to step into a paradise that seems untouched by time. Each island, Gili Trawangan, Gili Meno, and Gili Air, has its own charm, but all share the same gift of powdery white beaches, swaying palm trees, and calm horizons where the sea meets the sky. Walking along the sand, you notice the absence of cars and motorbikes, replaced instead by bicycles and horse-drawn carts, giving the islands a peaceful rhythm. Just beyond the shore, a whole other world awaits beneath the surface. The Gilis are famous for their coral reefs and sea life, where crystal-clear waters reveal vibrant coral gardens, colorful fish, and graceful sea turtles gliding effortlessly. The clarity of the ocean makes the experience even more magical, as sunlight dances across the reefs and illuminates the underwater scenery. On land, each island tells its own story. Gili Trawangan offers wide stretches of sand and open views of Lombok's mighty Mount Rinjani in the distance. Gili Meno feels like a quiet retreat, with serene beaches perfect for daytime walks, while Gili Air blends local village life with the beauty of the sea. Together, the islands are a reminder of how simple beauty can be: clear waters, soft sand, and endless sunshine. The Gili Islands, in the brightness of day, capture the pure essence of tropical paradise. Lombok, Bali's quieter neighbor, is a land where nature feels bold and untamed. By day, the island greets you with long stretches of pristine beaches, where turquoise waters meet soft white sand. One of the most striking is Kuta Beach, with its rolling hills framing the coastline and waves crashing in the distance. Walking along its shores in the daylight, you sense the raw, untouched beauty that sets Lombok apart from its famous neighbor. But the heart of Lombok's story lies inland, where the towering Mount Rinjani dominates the horizon. Climbing its slopes during the day takes you through lush forests alive with birdsong and the sound of rushing streams. Higher up, the landscape shifts into rugged volcanic terrain until finally you reach the breathtaking Segara Anak Lake, nestled within the crater. Its deep blue waters reflect the sky above, a surreal sight that rewards the adventurous spirit with a sense of awe and silence only nature can give. Lombok also hides treasures in its countryside. The traditional Sasak villages, with their unique thatched homes, welcome visitors into a way of life that has been preserved for generations. In the daylight, you can see artisans weaving colorful textiles by hand, continuing skills passed down through time. Beyond the villages, cascading waterfalls like Tiukelep tumble down moss-covered cliffs, their cool spray sparkling under the sun. Exploring Lombok by day reveals an island full of contrasts: serene beaches, powerful mountains, and traditions that remain alive in the heart of its people. Far in southeast Sulawesi lies Wakatobi National Park, a paradise that feels like a secret hidden in the ocean. By day, the park reveals its beauty in shades of blue and green, with calm lagoons, small islands, and stretches of coastline that seem untouched by time. The name Wakatobi itself comes from the four main islands: Wangi Wangi, Kaladupa, Tomia, and Binongko, each offering its own landscapes and traditions. From the beaches, you can gaze out over water so clear that you can already see coral gardens glowing beneath the surface. Beneath those waves lies one of the richest marine environments on Earth. Wakatobi is often called a diver's dream, home to more than 750 species of coral and over 1,000 species of fish. On land, the beauty continues in quieter ways. Villages on the islands show the daily life of communities who have lived by the sea for generations, many of them members of the Bajo people, known as sea nomads. Exploring Wakatobi by day is to see harmony between people and the ocean, a place where nature's wonders and human traditions blend into something truly timeless. Sulawesi is an island like no other. Its shape alone, with arms stretching into the sea, hints at the unique stories waiting to be found here. By day, the island dazzles with its dramatic coastlines and rugged mountains, where emerald hills plunge suddenly into turquoise bays. The landscape is wild and unpredictable, creating a sense of adventure at every turn. From the white sands of Tanjung Bira to the lush forests inland, Sulawesi feels like a world still discovering itself. The island is also a place of deep culture, especially in Tanah Toraja, a highland region where traditions have been preserved for centuries. During the day, you can walk through villages of distinctive Tongkonan houses, with their boat-shaped roofs rising proudly against the green hills. These homes, together with intricate wood carvings, tell stories of family, ancestry, and belief. Exploring the countryside, you come across rice terraces, water buffalo grazing peacefully, and the quiet rhythm of daily Torajan life. It is a landscape where culture and nature exist side by side. Sulawesi is equally famous for the wonders hidden beneath its seas. Off its northern tip lies Bunaken National Park, one of the most remarkable marine sanctuaries in the world. By daylight, the crystal-clear waters open a window to vertical coral walls teeming with life. Giant sponges, schools of colorful fish, sea turtles, and more. Between its soaring highlands, vibrant traditions, and underwater kingdoms, Sulawesi by day reveals itself as a land full of contrasts, beauty, and endless discovery. Raja Ampat, tucked away in West Papua, is often called the last paradise on Earth, and when you see it by day, it's easy to understand why. From above, the islands scatter across the sea like emerald gems floating on a canvas of turquoise and sapphire waters. Jagged limestone cliffs rise from the ocean, covered in lush greenery, while quiet lagoons and hidden coves wait to be discovered. Every view feels like a scene from a dream, untouched and impossibly beautiful. Beneath the waves, Raja Ampat holds treasures that few places on Earth can match. Its waters are home to over 75% of the world's coral species and thousands of marine creatures. Diving or snorkeling here during the day is like swimming through a living rainbow. Schools of fish shimmer in the sunlight, manta rays glide gracefully overhead, and vibrant coral gardens stretch as far as the eye can see. It is a natural masterpiece, alive with color and movement. On land, Raja Ampat is just as enchanting. Small villages with wooden houses rest peacefully along the shores, where people live in close harmony with the sea. Climbing a viewpoint like Pianimo rewards you with one of the most iconic sights in Indonesia, the lagoon dotted with limestone islets, glowing bright under the tropical sun. By day, Raja Ampat feels like the edge of the world, a place where nature's beauty remains raw, vast, and endlessly captivating. Kalimantan, the Indonesian part of Borneo, is a land where rivers are the true highways, and the rainforest stretches endlessly toward the horizon. By day, these waterways come alive with wooden boats, carrying goods, people, and stories from one village to another. The floating markets of Banjarmasin are a sight to behold in the morning, where traders in small canoes sell fruits, vegetables, and flowers, creating a vibrant patchwork of colors on the river's surface. The hum of life here feels both timeless and unique. Deeper inland, Kalimantan reveals its greatest treasure, the rainforest, one of the oldest in the world. By daylight, the canopy glows in 100 shades of green, alive with the calls of birds and the rustling of unseen creatures. This is the home of the gentle orangutan, swinging gracefully from tree to tree. Visiting places like Tanjung Puting National Park, you can watch these incredible animals in their natural habitat, a reminder of how precious and fragile the balance of nature is. The island also hides wonders of mystery and tradition. Towering limestone caves carved by time hold ancient paintings, while in the highlands, the Dayak people maintain traditions passed down for generations. By day, their longhouses and intricate wood carvings stand as symbols of a culture deeply connected to the land. Exploring Kalimantan is like stepping into a world where nature, people, and history weave together. A world vast, wild, and endlessly fascinating. Indonesia is not just one destination, it's a world of its own. From the bustling streets of Jakarta to the quiet beauty of Belitung, from the cultural heart of Yogyakarta to the smoking crater of Mount Bromo, every place tells a different story. Bali's temples, the Gili Islands' turquoise waters, Lombok's mighty Mount Rinjani, and the endless reefs of Wakatobi and Raja Ampat all reveal the country's incredible diversity. This is a land where dragons roam in Komodo, orangutans swing through the rainforests of Kalimantan, and ancient traditions live on in the villages of Sulawesi. Every island feels like a different chapter, yet together they form a story unlike anywhere else on Earth. A story of culture, adventure, and nature's raw beauty. And the best part? This story never ends, because there's always more to discover. So if Indonesia has captured your imagination, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join us on more journeys around the world. Until then, Indonesia will be waiting. Beautiful, mysterious, and unforgettable.